made it outside, everybody. I sort of had Jack out, Jessie out, and finally I thought, no, Jack, you can just go back home for a little while, and that way I can get Tessa out, who really did need to come out. And you all know, if you've watched my videos, that Tessa is not really overly keen on coming out, full stop. So of course I can't just go in and get Tessa out like I do my other snakes, of course. And I still, of course, need to initially use that hook, but very briefly. It is that, you know, she's very tuned in to me, just moving her head slightly with that hook, and then she knows, okay, right. You know, from there, the battle is less. You know, once upon a time, she'd go flying all over the place and grab whatever she could, whether that be with her head or with her tail. But now, no, not at all. So we are making progress, and I will again, you know, set the camera up for you to be able to see her actually coming out now, and the difference that you will see. Now I'm outside, and I've been told that the cannon is really bad for wind noise, so we shall see. It's a little bit breezy. I wouldn't say terribly, but maybe enough to affect the camera if it's as bad as what people are saying. So I don't know, but I guess I'll hear it on playback, won't I? So of course Tessa is my Bredli Carpet Python, and she is, how old, people? You probably, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, or since I've had Tessa, would be more tuned into how old she is than what I actually am, to be perfectly honest. I mean, she was 8.5 months old roughly when I got her here. Of course, it's been 8 odd months or more since she's been here. So I guess we're looking at a good, I don't know, she'd probably be coming up to 2 years old in the December, January, I would say, being when they kind of breed and lay eggs and eggs hatch and so forth. And my postie is coming and going, and of course the dogs are barking. So yeah, Tessa's doing extremely well, and I haven't done a video with her or put a video up. I think I've got a couple there of her, but I'm yet to edit and get them posted. But she's doing really well. But it was certain, I was feeling actually a little guilty because I haven't had her out for a week, which is very unusual for me, to have not got Tessa out a couple of times over the week. But I've just had one of those weeks again, being fairly busy. And so, you know, the snakes that are more, and you might think it should be the other way around, the snakes that need a lot more work with them, you know, spend the time getting them out and doing things with them. And it's very true, absolutely. But I've also got those older snakes that are very much used to being able to come out when they let me know. And of course Tessa doesn't do that. So, and it's not that I neglect her, I certainly don't. I still always, you know, let her know that I'm there by you know, talking to her every day and letting her know that I know that she's there. But because she isn't at that door, I don't get her out like I do my other ones. And you know, that can ultimately change very quickly. And she may decide that she would like to come on out. So, you know, this is the time that I touch Tessa, give her a pat. You know, once upon a time, doing this sort of thing with Tessa, she would flinch, she would take the bolt, she would try and get away from me. But she's learning. You know, that touch isn't bad, and touch doesn't hurt. And, you know, she's still my defensive girl, don't get me wrong. And I've still got to be mindful, but not to the degree that I'm in a constant level of she's going to bite me. I don't actually get that feeling from Tessa now. I used to, yes, absolutely I used to, but not anymore. Hey, and Tessa, you might notice some of my videos, there's a little bit of a blurry spot, you know, here in the video, and that was because Tessa banged it, you know, had a go at the camera and hit it fair on the lens, and I didn't realise until after I'd done a few videos that there was this blurry spot sitting there. And as I may have mentioned, you know, it's very hard to tell a snake, well, can you go do this all over again for me so I can redo this video? It doesn't work like that, guys. It is what it is, and you can't retake and change positions and just sit there looking at the camera for me right now, sweetie. It doesn't work, and it would be wonderful if I could do that. But, you know, as much as snakes, I say, are very, very smart, not that smart, guys, not that smart. But I'm hoping we're outside, of course, and what do I hope when we're outside? Because I certainly know she needs to go to the toilet. So I would very much like her to do that for me today and not in her enclosure. And Tessa's very good at tweaking outside and going to the toilet for me. So also another, you know, get Tessa out and take her outside, and it's beautiful, guys. Again, not a cloud in the sky and some birds flying. I don't know if I've got them in view because I can't see up there with the sun. But yeah, we've had 4 days where it's been chilly and we haven't been able to come outside, and today has been the first really beautiful day. Cool this morning. I'm thinking, oh no, another cold day. But the clouds and the sun, well, the clouds weren't really, well, I think they were there earlier. They all kind of just, there's a few still around, just not up above us, have all gone. And of course here comes Mia. We cannot do an outside video unless, of course, Mia comes. And of course, not with Tessa. Smoogin', please. She is certainly not a snake that one gives a boop on the nose, Mia, at all. Well, you can come over here. Oops, oops. She says, there's too much noise, Mum. Up under the car she goes. She'll settle down and come over. Come on. Come on, darling. Come over to Mum. You come in? Come on, sweetie. Come on, darling. Yeah. She says, oh, the dog's out. She grew up with the dogs. So she knows the dogs very well, but she's a little bit more cautious for some reason these days. And I think occasionally, no, don't go over to the snake. As much as I know you would like to go and see Tessa, she is not, sorry guys, but Tessa is certainly not the snake that you would boop, as we say on the nose, and say hello to. Jack and of course Lily, 100%, no problem with Mia doing that, but not my girl Tessa. Tessa would certainly not be very happy, and how do I know? I've seen her react to the cats and strike out at them a couple of times. So, you know, until Tessa is very much chilled and laid back within herself, that is just not going to happen. And of course my good girl is of course going to go to the bathroom. She's just positioning herself where she would like to go, and it's not quite where she wants to go yet. So Tessa's going to be a fairly big python, close to that 9 odd 10 foot. Not, I would say, massively girthed snakes, the Bredlis, but still a big snake and need a lot of space in their enclosures. She loves to climb. No, sorry Mia, I know Mia is just so determined to go over there and approach Tessa, but I can't let her do it, and especially not when Tessa's thinking about using the bathroom at all. So guys, no, sorry Bob, but you cannot go over there and disturb Tessa. I'm sorry, Missy, I'm sorry. I mean, that would be disaster in actual fact, and not because Tessa would bite her and grab her and grip her and try and eat her or anything, but she has such a trust of them, and especially, you know, the Lily and the Jack, and I don't want that to be broken because of my stupidity and me not preventing her from the likes of Tessa. So Tessa's kind of thinking about the bathroom, but she hasn't quite gone yet. I just want you to go to the loo, sweetie. That's all you've got to do. Is this, just go and don't worry about me and the cat. So guys, yep, take care of yourself, your family, your snakes, friends, all your animals, and ciao, I guess, as I'm trying very hard to keep Mia away. You lay there. Are you okay? She's determined to come and say hello to you, darling. I'm sorry, but she really does. Okay. Ciao.